Hello and welcome. I'm Diana, and this is going to be a daily vibe check-in. More than likely, I think it's going to be for like the week, just kind of like a weekly energy to kind of give you clarity, insight, maybe something that you have yet to see or didn't know was coming, right? So a facade quite possibly could be in the process of like falling down. Maybe misconceptions, confusion of thinking the possibilities of what could be versus the holding on to. It's kind of like realizing too late that you held on to something. The awe and wonder is kind of dissipating. That's too many. And it could be with love, right? It could be with the possible. It's funny because that came up the other, like in a reading or in a session. It's kind of like it's the comparison, right? It's not the actual information of the reading, but there's like this comparison of like what you used to believe was your divine counterpart or your highest timeline, and then realizing, like having an aha moment where you realize that like what's for you is never going to pass you by, right? And whatever passed you by in the past is no longer a core resonance with who you have become, right? And there's like some kind of a celebration, some kind of a coming of age of like understanding or expressing your own value, your own worth, what it is it's kind of like the owning what you truly desire, like the how you want to wake up every day, the who you want to interact with, like the high vibration of like what it looks like, right? Because you have the opportunity to create your day every time you wake up. And it's kind of like the minute that you decide to release the basicness of the current environment, right? The what is happening around you, the how things are unfolding. You step into it's a place of new growth. It's a place where you have yet to be. And it's like you're letting go of the misconceptions of the outcome of like the coulda, woulda, shouldas, the where it has to be, where it currently is not residing. It's this false facade of like, if it's not in alignment, then it's not. And then you come into alignment with your heart and your head come into alignment within self, right? And so you may want to look at like where Uranus is in your chart, because that's going to it's about you staying on track with what you truly believe is your divine purpose, is your divine pathway, right? And not allowing anyone or anything outside of you to cause you to not be in alignment with yourself. Yeah, so you're going to remember, like during this rebirthing process, it's kind of like the last environment you were in made you very worry, right? Or worried warrior. I don't know, they keep flipping it. A warrior. So like through this process of like getting out of the confusion, getting out of the dissipation, like calling back your own energy to you, stepping into like the value of what you know you are, right? Because like I'm getting somebody is absolute fire right now. And so like as you look at you and you love yourself a little bit more, like your heart opens up a little bit more, you get more into a state of like kindness and friendliness and openness and the more engaging. And it's kind of like you dissipate and release the things that are no longer serving. And so it's that celebration in the process of coming into you, releasing the where you've been, right? That's what like gives you the gateway to like rise past the ashes of the current situation. And you may want to look at Pluto, where Pluto sits in your chart. Within a few weeks there's going to be some kind of a change. They just said it's a ripple effect of what happened in winter time, versus like the what's been being broadcasted versus the vibration and synchronicity through this last awakening process. It's kind of like your attunement is rising in frequency, and so like there's a group of people in the collective consciousness that are kind of realigning with you into a higher state of being. And so like you're gonna start seeing those people, you're going to start encountering those people, and it's being easy in the process of the rebirth, right? Understanding that like the divine guidance is working out within your favor, and just asking the divine to like move through you as you proceed forward, right? Yeah, stepping into divinity. And you can do this through your dreams. You can do it through visions. You can do it through, it's not here yet, right? But it is here because energy is fluid. And so, like, that's a lot. I only want one of these. It's funny when a deck gets sticky. Or doesn't want to even shuffle. That's interesting. Just one, please. Start developing a skill to express in the most honest and positive way of putting yourself in another's shoes. Hold on to your ideals. God is just testing to see if you really are done with that shit, right? I guess it's like the identification of the cycles. Like, how much longer do you have to undervalue your capabilities of what you can become? A need to appreciate that the world of form and no perfect person exists or produce. Are you living by a falsity of everything is perfect and everything is aligned and everything must be in this particular manner? Because not everybody is going to operate in the same way that you do, right? And so it's kind of a blessing and a curse, because you bring a different focus to the table. So lean into your gifts as you're going through this next phase. And if you are selling yourself short, constantly re-engage the why you're doing it, and then get back into a state of being of like you're that much closer to where you actually need to be, and see it actually happening, right? Visualize it, make it part of your daily process to come back into that state of strength, that state of mobility, that state of finiteability. I don't know. I don't even think that's a word. I think that's like two words mushed into one. Yeah. So I'm going to leave that there. If something in this resonates with you, I really feel like I've been rambling for like 25 minutes. But please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. If you would like a reading or healing, those are things that I'm offering. Everything is below. And until next time, be well. Ciao.